Hey there, beautiful souls. Hi, how are you? Thank you so much for taking the time to click on this video. And I am actually setting the intention and connecting with Spirit to ask that Spirit will make sure that this message reaches the empaths. Because I have been connecting with higher light beings, these beings that, these energies that are of love and light, and these galactic beings have a message for collective. And so the first card that they gave me here is card number 34, which would reduce to a 7. And we have, this represents conquering social anxiety. So for first thing they want is for you to take a look at the picture and to see, like, maybe you want to like take a screenshot of that, and really take time to see, like, figure out like what you see in the cards and how that you can get your own personal message with your spirit guides and other energies of love and light that maybe want to communicate through your own intuition through that picture. And I was getting that very strongly. So many of you are empaths that are dealing or have been dealing or have dealt with social anxiety. And when I clarified that, I got the 4 of Pentacles. So I feel like many of you, like, this really goes back to childhood. Like, I feel like as a child, you may have been like very, like, you were very open-hearted. You were very like free loving and maybe even eager to make friends or excited to make friends. Maybe you really liked being out, and even like into adolescence, you were, you know, free with your heart, very open with your heart. But as time went on, there has been these traumas that you have faced. Even as a child, there may have been like a toxic environment that maybe you grew up in. There may have been like a difficult situation that maybe you've dealt with your parents, or like the adults that you were around, or even other children, romantic partners as you grew older, that caused you to really shut down, and overly focus on the looks that people gave you, the words that people were saying to you, being able to like pick up on subtle shifts in the energy in the environment that you were in. And that is because like it was like you needed to be on guard to protect yourself, to protect your energy. And you maybe even started to feel like it wasn't safe for you to speak. You know, maybe you were ridiculed or put down or bullied, and so you learned to stay silent, and maybe even people started, you know, calling you overly shy, or they were judging you too harshly. And again, like, that is because like you just didn't feel safe to say anything, and you would read the room or read other people or feel them out before you could feel comfortable enough to even talk. You know, maybe even like Spirit's showing me, like, maybe you say, okay, well, like maybe you just thought you were the type of person that is just really quiet until you get to know someone, and then once you get to know them, then maybe you are really talkative. And that is only because you are an empath, and you developed those empathic abilities so that you could read a room. And that trauma that you went through was needed for your empathic abilities to develop. It was the only way that your empathic abilities could develop, and those empathic abilities are needed in the world. So that's why now you're being guided to really step more into your power, to feel safe enough to speak your mind, to no longer people please, so that way you are an empath with boundaries, to claim your boundaries. So you really had to go through those difficulties and face those insecurities and those fears or you had to go through or experience things that cause those fears, so then you can embrace your power, so that way you would have your empathic abilities, but also like being strong and wise. And it is like really safe for you now to speak your truth, to stand up for yourself. So like you may even still be feeling some social anxiety, like maybe you feel drained or overwhelmed when you're around certain people or out in public, you know, and that is because you're constantly on guard, ready to protect yourself, and you are absorbing the energies of others around you. And that absorption actually came from you preparing to protect yourself. And so now you no longer need that. You no longer need that type of protection anymore, because you are older, you are stronger, you are bigger, you're wiser now. And so now it's time for you to shift into being able to protect yourself through boundaries, through saying no, and you know, assuring that part of yourself that is shy, that is quiet, that it is safe now, that you are stronger. Like, okay, we don't need to be quiet anymore. Like, we needed that at one time to protect ourselves, but now you know you no longer need that way of protecting yourself anymore. You can release that and let that go and step into this powerful, strong, and independent person. The 7 here, it keeps like calling out to me. So, and the 7 of Cups can represent confusion. The 7 of Swords, it's you know, maybe a little bit of deception. It's a suspicious energy. Maybe you have run away from relationships, even though like you really want to be loved. There's still this aspect of maybe like running away from friends or family, or pushing people away. The 7 of Wands too is also about like standing up for yourself and setting up boundaries. And the 7 of Pentacles, it is also this energy of reflection and reevaluating. So, and you know, reevaluating where you were, where you are, where you're going, a redirection, even reevaluating relationships. Okay, angels, spirits, guides, higher light beings, energies of love and light. What other messages do you have for the viewers? Welcoming the help of others, and it goes from 34, which is a 7, to card number 8, which is progress now. Okay, I just want to like look at the book real quick, you guys, if I can find it. Oh, here it is. To see like what that is about. Of course, you know, it says welcoming the help of others. Of course, it's like, you know, higher light beings are telling you that it's okay for you to accept help from others. But it says opening personal energy to receiving rather than only giving. So yeah, because like you've been a people pleaser, you've given and given and given, and now it's time for you to be in an energy of receiving, and even demanding equal energy exchange, and no longer allowing people to just take from you, no longer allowing people to just like expecting that because you know you are very shy and reserved, and maybe even come across as a bit meek. Just because you may be meek doesn't mean that you are weak. you know, and maybe you were weak in the past, but you're not weak anymore. You're strong, damn it. Like, you're strong. Like, the world has not been kind to you at all, and it is time for you to stop taking the shit and expect that people should give to you. Expect that your time, your energy, your love is worthy to receive. And it says, releasing self-limiting and ego-based beliefs of being a constant provider. You have been the provider. You have, and somewhere in you're constantly the one to provide. Maybe you are the one that keeps your family. You're the glue that keeps your family together. You know, like, there's this belief, and maybe in your actual physical reality, you're thinking, well, I have to be the one that does this, or else it doesn't get done, or it doesn't get provided for, or all hell breaks loose. And that is because you are creating that reality through your mentality. So now it's time to let go of those limiting beliefs where you are the constant provider. And maybe somewhere in the ego it feels good to feel needed, but at the same time it is draining. And it is okay to have like that balance, and it is okay that you don't have to be needed. And maybe you even get drawn into like toxic relationships with friends, family members, and romantic partners because of that need to feel needed. And so I'm not going to go into the imagery of the card, but if you guys want to look at that, if you want me to like tell you about the imagery of the card, I'd be glad to, but otherwise we're going to go on. It says, one of the most significant lessons for us highly empathic souls is to open ourselves to healing from others, whether this is in the form of psychotherapy, counseling, energy work, metaphysical workshops, deep conversations, or anything else. We absolutely need to embrace the skills and perspective of others from time to time. After all, we have our own unique gifts and are happy to share them. However, the same holds true for others in their own trades and professions. So yeah, let's just keep going. Society places an unhealthy level of expectation on a person to handle everything themselves and suck it up, buttercup. I can't tell you how much I hate that damn phrase. Suck it up, buttercup. I can't stand it. Oh my God. This is both harmful and unrealistic. The truth is that there are countless people out there who are pleased to help others in their lives. We simply must cultivate the humility to accept this as part of life's process. Empaths are natural healers, so it's only natural that healers in various fields are themselves highly empathic. Remember, even therapists have therapists. If you practice healing arts or helping others professionally on a regular basis, there's no shame in reaching out for support and perspective from others within similar or related fields. Like if you're a tarot card reader, there is nothing wrong with going to a tarot card reader to receive insight and guidance. Like, I seriously don't trust a tarot card reader that does not have a tarot card reader. Like, seriously. Because like we all need that help. We all need a little bit of guidance and clarity. Not everyone has the answers. So let's just say a lawyer goes to another lawyer, or a doctor goes to another doctor, you know, or, you know, whatever the case is for you specifically, you know. Or like if you're a nail artist, instead of like always doing your own nails, unless you love it like I do, but sometimes get yourself pampered and go to someone to do your nails for you, to take care of you, to pamper you, you know. So it says suggestions for action. Seeking help is not limited to professional spheres. Everyone responds differently to different treatments. You may have drawn this card because it's time for an energetic tune-up. There are innumerable healing practices out there that can be beneficial for someone who needs to energetically realign. Healers are out there waiting for you to seek their services. Many professional healers work on sliding scales and trades, so don't become self-limiting. Also, too, I do work on sliding scales for certain readings as well. So if you're if you're needing like shadow work, or if you're needing like spiritual help, I always will work with people to help. So if you need help, please reach out to me. I would be glad to help for those specific types of readings. It feels good when we can help other people, so why not allow the same feeling of goodness from other helpers and healers? So let's just say too, like, you are a healer, let's just say you do Reiki or energy work, like going to another Reiki healer, you know, to receive that extra support. You don't have to do everything on your own. It is okay to accept help, to get a reading from someone else, or to get a healing from someone else, you know. Or let's just say you read for yourself. It's okay to go to a tarot card reader for a reading, things like that, you know. Yes, healers heal themselves, but also healers, you know, get healings from other healers. This card may also indicate the need to see a doctor for a mental or physical alignment. So let's just say, like, you are constantly like working and taking care of everyone else, and you're going to work and you're doing all of the things, but you're not making time for yourself to go see the doctor, or to, you know, there are maybe you need to go see like you know, getting like therapy or mental, you know, seeing a mental health care professional, that, you know, like making time to go do those things. Or maybe you just need to talk to a friend and or a family member, because you just need someone to listen to you for a change. You know, you shouldn't be the one that has to carry it all, that has to do it all, that has to be the weight, you know. There are many options when it comes to receiving nourishment of the mind, body, and spirit. Don't carry the world on your shoulders. We are all here to help each other in our own unique ways. Consider what would be the most beneficial for you at this time and pursue it with confidence. To seek assistance from other people is not a mark of weakness. Rather, it is a mark of strength, integrity, and wisdom. Hallelujah. I don't know why, but I just felt like I needed to say that. Spirit, do you want to confirm anything with this here? Look, the Temperance, again, like, you know, like, there's that equal energy exchange with the Temperance. This is give and receive, ebb and flow, healing, healers, you know, getting healing work done. You don't have to be the one to constantly have to work or go to school or like take care of the kids and clean the house and take care of everyone else, and that's just like your healing needs are being put off. Or like you're the tarot card reader and you're the one doing readings for everyone else, and maybe you are an amazing reader and you do great readings and you give people so much clarity and you're wise and brilliant, but that doesn't, just because you are wise and just because you are a wise tarot card reader and you can read for other people, doesn't mean that you yourself don't need another perspective from someone else to receive your own reading, to receive clarity from the perspective of an outside person looking in that could give you a different perspective. You know, that type of energy as well. Welcoming the help of others, you know, and it's card number 8 too, and allowing people to, like, you know, use their mastery for you. Like, you work so much. The Devil and the Knight of Wands showing up. And I feel like that's just reiterating what I said. Like, you know, letting go of the any kind of like fears or worries or insecurities. Getting like treatment for like any kind of mental or physical or spiritual ailments. You know, the ego. You know, releasing the ego and freeing yourself up to seek out help from others, you know, maybe there is that inner battle, or maybe there is kind of stuck in a toxic environment, or like there is some drama and conflict going on, and it is okay for you to demand help from others. Okay, I also got these cards out too that I was wanting to use, which is my it's like financial blockages. So empaths, I want to see like what could be blocking your abundance at this time. So you may be dreaming too small. Think bigger, dream bigger, reach higher. Can you take me higher? You may not be valuing your time as much as you should. Thinking that your time isn't as valuable as others. Spirit, what could be blocking the abundance for the empaths? What could be blocking the abundance for the empaths? Okay, so you're not being specific enough. You have set very vague goals that are hard to visualize and hard to obtain. So give your mind time to process everything that crosses your field of vision, so you can set a clear intention for your manifestation to work. Become a conscious creator of your life. So like you're just kind of like not really sure, like maybe what you should do next, or like what goals you have. Like, you know, you want to be successful, and maybe you know like the field that you want to be in, but there's not any real clear set intention. And so it is causing a blockage for you to reach the success that you ultimately want to reach. So sit down and take time to visualize like where you want to be. Sit down and figure out like a plan of action and like steps to take and what you need to do in order to get there, but at the same time not having that rigid control on the outcome either. What else, Spirit, can you tell me? Okay, bad investment. So investing in, maybe even like you have like invested in the wrong relationships, you've invested in the wrong type of people, maybe even like bad with money, because I know sometimes empaths, like we are so free-hearted and giving that you just kind of give money to people who may need it. You're just so free-hearted and free-loving, or like you're just not managing your money to the best of your ability right now. So Spirit's saying invest wisely, invest your energy more wisely in people. Also too, the amount of energy that you're investing in certain people as well, and not just like, this is financially, yes, but I really want to talk like empaths for a minute, and like, you know, maybe you are giving too much too soon, and investing too much of yourself too quickly into the wrong type of person or the wrong type of relationship. So you need to well, of course, yes, choose wisely, and how you choose to invest will have profound effects on your life, both personally and professionally. And one last card for the empaths that are still watching. Blocked throat chakra, and it goes up here to conquering social anxiety. You are, one of the things here is like feeling safe enough to use your voice, because your throat chakra has been blocked and has affected your communication abilities, which could be causing like a blockage in your career, and also like in your love life, or with regards to your success in your social circle. So there is that need to overcome and conquer social anxieties that keep you feeling shy, or keep you, feeling quiet and not really speaking up for yourself. So there's that need to heal your throat chakra to help you with your communication, to feel safe enough to let your voice be heard, which it feels like it's so great that this would come full circle. You may want to use crystals, find time to journal, even talking to a therapist, or talking to a tarot card reader, getting like some energy work done, listening to music with the throat chakra healing, doing meditations where you envision this healing blue light, and just imagine that the light is real and it actually heals, and it is the color blue, and it is healing your throat chakra, and just taking time to, like, when you are actually talking to people, truly listening to yourself as well, and not disregarding your own voice. Because if you don't even want to hear yourself talk, then how are other people going to want to hear you talk? Anyways, this is what I have for you, beautiful souls. Thank you so much for taking the time to click on this video. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and if you comment and you are subscribed, you could potentially win a free 15-minute reading, because when I get a video that has at least 10 comments, not just comments, but 10 different people commenting, I am going to use that video to choose one of the subscribers, and it has to be 10 subscribers. 10 subscribers that comment. I will choose one of those 10 subscribers to win a free reading, completely free. It'll be a private video upload that I will upload to this. It'll be a reading for you that I will upload to this channel specifically just for you, completely private. Send you a link for you to watch anytime you wish, and it'll be there forever, so you can just watch it whenever, unless for whatever reason you want me to delete it. Otherwise, it'll be there for you for forever. So, but if you're looking to book your own personal private reading with me, my info is always in the description box below. I love you so very much, and the divine in me bows to the divine in you. Namaste.